Hookah chaka, hookah.
Hello, everybody. What is going on? It is Thursday. Let's drop down here and, oh my god, it's, I wasn't planning on doing a TrollCraft stream. I kind of put this together last minute. So, you know, I mean, hopefully you guys bear with me if there's any problems. There are a couple things to kind of keep in mind, but we'll get into that in just a minute. But, really just, how you guys doing? We've had a good Thursday. I had a ton of snow here today, and, you know, it's one of those things where over the last little while, the weather's been pretty good and warm, and it gets you kind of set. You're like, hey, spring's here, and then like it snowed last night, and I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? Like it's spring. Like, come on.
I hardly know her.
And I was like, geez, come is spring? And then I thought, well, February, I guess, isn't really spring. I guess that's still winter. I guess it's allowed. So, let's call out a couple people, and then we will move on to, you know, notes and things to say. So, at any rate, UCWee111, thank you for that subscription, as well as Shy11. You guys are great. And, Echoes and Half Echoes, you guys are killing it. Thank you with the subscriptions. You know, I appreciate it. It helps and, you know, all those fun things. And then we also had a couple follows. We had King Dagger 01, Red Rocks 9, Get Sniped Gaming 89, Elite Sniper Man, we've got all the snipers tonight, 2001, and B Scout 77, Mine Samir, Mikkel Broussard. How's it going, sir? And yeah, just what I'm gonna need to do is, as I recall, this is a TrollCraft stream, right? So I'm gonna need to go into Streamlabs and turn off the follow sound, or else we're just gonna hear Crainer calling me evil all night long. Yep, there it goes. So let's go ahead and turn that off real quick. Just, you know, let's just calm things down a little bit. And it's not that I don't want to call you out. It's just it gets a little crazy on the TrollCraft streams with the alerts and stuff. So let's you know, just make it calm. Let's make it calm. And one thing to keep in mind with the alerts and all those things that happen is it does get pretty lagged for me. So if you donate, if you do something like that, then understand I truly appreciate it. I might not necessarily see it. I've got a list scrolling by pretty fast, and I try and call out what I can, but you know, there's a whole lot going on there. So, but at any rate, oh, yeah, no, I appreciate it, guys. And so tonight, I watched the 2 episodes that came out tonight. We had Crainer, who decided to troll me back. He went with the water on the volcano option, and I don't know if I'm going to do anything to him yet. You know, I mean, obviously that sort of action requires a reaction, right? Like that, you can't just ignore it. Like, you know, I mean, no, he's gonna die, and that's fine. We have no problems there. We're all happy to kill him. But I have a couple ideas of how I want to go about that and what I want to do. But tonight I was thinking of Jordan, because I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. I don't know how I'm going to put it together, and I don't know how long it's going to take. That's one of those usual caveats. Is I never know how long it's going to take for me to put these trolls together. So it might be it's like 15 minutes in, we're like, cool guys, and it might be that, you know, a lot more than that, and I'm still like, Jesus Christ, I can't get this put together. But there are a couple things to go in mind with that. One is, hold on, I had to belch. Number 2 is, I don't know if the guys need to record tonight, and if they do, then I'm gonna hop off. Like, it's just, they come first, right? And I realize that, you know, there's currently 400 of us and me, and we're all doing this, but you know what, they're the ones that put the show together and do all the things, so, you know, kind of, they take priority over everything else, and we'll figure something else out to do, and, you know, that sort of thing. But just saying, that's a possibility. I haven't chatted with them about this particular stream. Like I said, I put this together after watching the videos and going, oh really? Is that how it's gonna be? That was kind of my reaction. But thank you, Green Wizard Gamer, for those 500 bits. Appreciate that. I can't read. I can't see. I'm sorry. I can't see. Oh, there it is down there. First stream. Can't wait to see the Tales of Xene in action. Hey, thanks, man. Glad you could make it. But where was I anyway? You just have to respond, right? Like we can't let this just go by without some sort of response. So I think I have an idea what I want to do with Jordan. But then the last thing, the third thing, I think we were up to 3, if not then 4th or 5th or 2nd, whichever number we were on, is I have been having a problem with my streaming computer crashing on occasion. Now, I said that, and then I set up all this stuff to monitor it, to keep an eye on it, to make sure that when it did happen, that I would have all the information I had to make sure that it never happened again. You know, just data collection, to go through memory stack analysis. I mean, it's just all these different things, right? To solve the problem. And having since installed all that, I've not had a problem. So if it doesn't happen, great. But if it does, then just understand I'll be back in 5 minutes, and we'll be back up up and running, and I apologize. You know, computers, what can you do? Like, it wouldn't be a stream of mine if I didn't have some sort of technical difficulty somewhere or other. But, yeah. So that should pretty much clear up all the alerts and notifications and stuff. Let's make sure, no, scroll lock. And there we go. Okay. Make sure that's all working right. Let's turn a little background musica on, and then we're going to go and start building up with, you know, poking at the old Jordan. What do you say? What do you say? Make myself a sky castle and ward it all. That sounds like a lot of time for, I don't know what I would do. Also, on YouTube, I am working on, I got my editor back up and running and all of those things, so hopefully we can start posting that sort of stuff and getting all that going. But speaking of which, I should probably start recording this. That would be a good thing. So, yeah, speaking of YouTube, that should be going back, should start getting back into behind the scenes. I think that I'm going to post the older one where I show how, or at least an edited version of where I streamed setting up the triple poop troll on Craner, get that up and going, and then, you know, maybe this one, maybe, and then we'll make new stuff, and that's on the list of things to do, right? So that's everywhere everything is at, and now let's get into it. So we have Sparklez right here, and he did a naughty. He actually did several naughties. The one thing that was kind of like, man, I get turned around. The one thing that I was a little like, bruh, come on, bruh, was when he heard the big bomb go off, and then he didn't go down and look at it. Like, I realized that, you know, Craner saw it, but Jordan was there when it happened, and then Jordan didn't even bother going and looking and seeing the damage. Did Craner fix it? Nope, doesn't look like he did. So yeah, this was a little bit of a kaboom right there. I did change it, as Jordan mentioned, to where the entity wouldn't fall all the way down, so he did get, you know, full effect there. Fortunately, didn't appear to have interrupted the chain at all. So yeah, it just surprised me that Jordan didn't go and take a look at his handiwork at the very least. Like, that just seems like something to do. So, you know. So, at any rate, and then we've got all the duplicated items right there. Craner did find my command block over here and disable it, and that's just rude. Like, that's just rude, you know? Like, I mean, if you're gonna do something, then don't disable my command block. That's not nice, you know? Like, what if I were to just, like, put that there and then, like, just have a little thing, and then just, like, instantly boom, you know? I mean, that's not what you want to do. Like, that, so really just don't mess with my stuff, right? Because otherwise, that stuff will just pop up out of nowhere. Let's kill these guys off, and, at any rate, yes, that was my command block, and, you know, I've been trying to do a little bit more here, but, you know, Craner, for the most part, I think, we can qualify as, I'm gonna get back to him. Craner's a to-be-continued sort of situation. That said, I did want to, you know, just, it's a classic. It's just, you know, I've been messing with his entrance for quite some time now, and I plan on continuing to do so. I like that I had him trained to cycle around his house like 3 times looking for it before he finally, like, figured out that I just had taken out the entrance entirely. So now he has an entrance, which is perfectly fine, but he can't go through it. So that's there. Also, you know, there's a couple different things here. One is that Craner built this big old crucible of lava, which I've kind of touched up a little bit. He didn't notice. He's not going to notice the changes, but I noticed the changes. I changed it to all be obsidian and have this here. But he put this uphill from his wooden house. So if that thing were to spring a leak, I'm just saying, like, with the proper guidance and, you know, effort, I don't know that was the best plan of his to place that there, you know? So, yeah, there's different things. Craner's gonna be a he kind of has this, you know, what did I do? I haven't done anything, and he doesn't realize that he's still just paying for past transgressions. You know, like, if he really paid attention to what he was doing, then he'd understand that each and every one of these has a point and a purpose and an idea, and they're all there to make him cry. That's really all. I mean, you know, whatever excuse I can have. Also, Jordan didn't notice, but I did come back here and clean up his this area back here so that he didn't have his big old hole, because for some reason I feel compelled to, like, clean things up. But today, I have to tell you, if you haven't seen his episode, then you're going to be a little confused on some of what's going on here. But, oh, someone got cicadaed. Hello, cicadas. I think I have my volume down on well, I mean, I hear game. What's my, friendly creatures there they are. There they are. That's got to be Craner. It's got to be Craner. You know, so good on you, Craner. I appreciate that. Got all those things going on, and so let's go ahead and not have ambient environment on. I hardly know her. Green Wizard Gamer, thank you for that subscription, man. That's very appreciated. Enjoy the emotes. Make sure if you're on Discord to link your Discord to that so you get your proper roles and everything. This all looks... The lighting bugs in here bother me quite a bit. And Jordan never really cared or used his... Never cared or used his panel, so I didn't set that back up. But I should have fixed all of these and have these working again. He was complaining about them. I had them all fixed. But it's kind of an ongoing thing. I don't know whether he just hasn't realized it or not, but basically every time with his security terminal that I need to work on his ME system, which is surprisingly a large amount, I have to break his security terminal and replace it because I can't actually work on the system while he's, or while it's there, right? So, If that terminal's in place, then I can't help to fix things. In fact, the terminal is what was causing the problems. That security terminal, I hate it. I hate it so much because it just keeps me from being able to do stuff. This affects me too, right? Yep. Okay, so the thought here, the thought idea, whatever, that we were going to do tonight is this was hilarious. I don't know if you guys saw this, but quite frankly, I was quite amused and very pleased with myself over how all this turned out, right? So basically, I have a series of command blocks that are just doing local detection right here, and as soon as I get close enough, you should see one or all of them go off. See, you know, and it's just, you know, testing for my player to be too close. And as soon as it does, then it triggers these guys, which teleport me back here, right? The idea behind that didn't quite play out the way that I intended it, but it did all work out well in the end. Because what happened was Jordan came over here and played with these things because he doesn't know that if you take a wrench, you can pop things off without breaking it. Just a little pro tip for you kids, use a wrench. If you use something else, you'll break the whole thing. If you use a wrench, you can take facades off. But my idea was to keep him out of being able to fix his chicken troll, but he was able to get through it. And part of the problem there is the cycling that I have on this. And I knew it was going to be kind of an issue. I tried to circumvent it, but we'll have to try and do better this time. So what I have right now is a bunch of, let's go ahead and see if I can just think. Okay, now that shouldn't be... I did two different redstone timers, but I think I might need to just do a full circuit and see if I can't get that going right. So let's go ahead and break these timers. And I don't know that I need to remove these at the moment, but we're going to reuse... So my idea, okay, right, to fill you in on what my idea is basically the same thing, only I'm going to do it with either a carpet or something to signify it, and then we're going to make him a little swimming pool. And it's just going to be a little 2x2. I don't know where the right area for it to be is. Probably, maybe we'll do it right here. Maybe we'll do it right here. He's got these lovely quartz slabs. It's too bad that if something were to happen to him, right? Oh, wait, that's the other thing. Before we do anything else, we've got things to do. How's it going, LOB? Let's come over here and add in Kian. Now, this actually makes the second Kian, but, you know, this is just kind of fun. I just like the idea of us staring at him while he's trying to sleep. Like, all of us just sitting there like, hey, what's going on, guys? You know? And he doesn't appear to be too keen to remove him anyway. But I actually have Kian over here. Kian's watching TV. He's not doing much. He hasn't even been noticed yet. But Kian is everywhere. No, never trust that Kian is gone. He is always watching. Always watching. So, yeah. How's it going, Willow Crafter? How you doing? You're new to the channel, Lucas, 203-118. Well, welcome. Happy to have you. So, anyway, we're going to come over here, and we're going to make ourselves a little bit of a pool, okay? So, I want to have it be nice. We want a nice pool. Maybe we'll just try and use... Let's put this back. I have absolutely no use for your sulfur dust, which I can't give it to you because you have a freaking security terminal. I hate him so much. He does have a trash can, though, so let's go ahead and trash this. And really, am I the only one who wishes that they would figure out the secret player plate versus the secret pressure plate? Listen, guys, if you're out there, and I know that you're not, but if you're out there on the secret whatever rooms mod, we have pressure plates, okay? Secret pressure plates, which are right here. And then we have secret player plates, which only go off when the player steps on them. So pressure plate off when anything stops on them. Player plate when only players step on them. So maybe the last two trolls, the Witchery TNT and the Thermobaric Explosion, wouldn't have gone off if you'd have used the right pressure plate. I'm just throwing it out there. Just spitballing that. Just adding a little something or other. Am I gonna do anything to Jordan because of the whole ME system and gravity gun thing? It's what I'm here for. It's why we're here. It's what we're doing. It's how we're doing it. So at any rate, yeah, just use the right thing. Use the right thing. So let's go ahead and get a nice block. We're gonna just, you know, this isn't going to be we're gonna add a little something right there, and then make this look nice. And do. Maybe do we have? I don't think there's stairs per se. I think there's just the frosty stairs. Let's play around a little bit with how this looks right here. Is that what is this what I want? We're giving him a hot tub. That's what we're giving him. It's a hot tub. I didn't need to break all those, but that's fine. Whoop, not there. That just means that he can't get out. That's just cruel. I mean, oh no, I guess if you were to take the water and put this in here, then you could hop out of that. But do we want the stairs? Like, what do you guys think? Do you include the stairs or without the stairs? What are your thoughts? We can put the carpet back. That's fine. No problem there. Although that does highlight that he's off center there. You monster. You monster. Actually, that's going to bug me a little. Let's do this. Oh wait, the chairs are there. God damn it. Foil behind. You're a little bit behind on Trollcraft. What did Jordan do to you? Jordan didn't do anything to me, but he did find a duplication bug and do a lot of that. So, you know, just a reason, a fun excuse for us to say howdy do. I don't know. Maybe just have the carpet right up to it. Yes. Doop. Really does highlight that it's a. Well, maybe we could do this. Okay, there we go. That's the only plan that works. This is the only plan that can possibly be allowed, given that there's the problem with the whole you know, synchronized whatever thing. It just can't. It's got to be a 3x3. It's got to be. You guys don't understand. There's no other options. So do we want the carpet on here, or do we want stairs, or do we want the marble? What do you guys think? Tell me how you feel. So we have marble right here. We have carpet over there, and then we can also do the stairs option, which should be right here. Nope. Hit. What do you think? Who's with me? What do you say? Carpet, slabs, carpet, marble, marble, carpet, marble. I think carpet's the winner there. All right, we'll go carpet. We'll do it. All right, so we put those there. No one in the world likes the stairs. The stairs were just a bad idea all around. So there's those. You be gone. And now he's got, look at this. He's got a little hot tub inside. That's pretty cool. Like, everyone's happy about that, right? And so, you know, he doesn't have anything to be upset about. Now, the first thing we're going to need is 9 command blocks. Okay? And these command blocks are going to summon a different liquid. And we're going to give him a, you know, a little bit of taste of what Crainer's been doing with. So we're going to give him a lovely swimming pool to swim in, right? And the 9 command blocks, what they're going to do is they're going to re-add this water every time, okay? And this brown water. I don't know why it's brown. Can't explain why it's brown, but that's going to be re-added. So even if he removes it and then puts it back, you know, and sets it, then the command blocks are going to set it back to brown, okay? So that's step 1. The next step is we're going to take this carpet and we're going to set it up in a kind of a pattern, a different pattern, okay? We're going to basically have a kind of a cross pattern. And we're going to want it to be right in front of this. So it might be something like, let's see, there, and then something like that. And we might give him 1 or 2 or 3 of those, okay? So, and the fun part of this will be anytime that he gets on the carpets, it will teleport him. over to here. So we're just doing the same basic things over here, but we're adding a few, maybe 1 or 2 or 3 around the room, and it teleports him to here. And when he gets here, then in addition to teleporting him, it will trigger the 9 that fill in the poop. So he's going to come in, and he's probably going to immediately, like, what is that? Then go to look over it. He'll hit that, teleport in. He'll be unhappy about being in here, get out, and be like, who did this? What the crap? And then he'll fill in the thing, and then inevitably, because it's Jordan, he's going to end up getting popped back in, and it's going to refill with sewage. So that's the idea. We'll have a sewage hot tub that is refilling with sewage and a couple hot spots around. We'll leave a carpet to let him know where they are. A couple hot spots around to teleport him and pop him into place. So that's the idea and what we're going to do there. Because, you know, why wouldn't we, right? So let's go ahead and now that we've looked at the plan, let's do the plan. So we've got to get down here and figure out where exactly this sewage stuff is and add command blocks to fill it back in. These command blocks don't actually have to be underneath there. In fact, it might make more sense to not have them be. We'll see kind of where they go. But we need to decide where we want these hotspots to be. And then go from there. He can rebuild his carpet just fine. I have no fears for him whatsoever there. So let's not dwell or get nervous about things. Boom, 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 boom. Put the conduits back, and then I want to use these just because they tell me exactly what commands I need. How's it going, Biker Dad? Thank you for those 5 cheers. Evening to you as well. Check the volcano. Oh, I'm well aware of the volcano. Don't worry, I know about the volcano. What's going on in the live stream? We are praising Jordan. We're doing everything we can to make Jordan a happy individual, right? So I'm thinking right there, there, and then once we get to that point, we can put that there as well. And that'll be a hotspot. I mean, and these will be pretty clear, like, you know, I mean, I don't want it to be so obnoxious that he can't move throughout his house. Like, it's fine to give him kind of specific regions or whatever. Although, if I can manage to make them, like, be a little bit tricky, then that'd be good. 4, 5, boom, 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 boom. Now, I think I need to try and, I'll need to test, like, where these are or whatever. But, you know, it all depends on the radius that I put on the detection on whether these trigger or not, right? So no invisible mandrake. I actually have started down that route, and we can look into that. That might be something for Craner next. Yeah, I kind of like that idea for Craner. So the idea there, and it was a user-submitted idea, was an invisible mandrake. So I know how to summon a mob with the effect of invisibility on it, but I don't necessarily know how to summon a mandrake yet. But except I had a dispenser. So if I can figure out how to use a command block to summon a mandrake, and it's a little bit tricky. Sometimes it's weird to try and get, like, even doing the clown, you've got to figure out that for AOA or for Advent of Ascension, you need to do Nevermind, and then it's .clown or whatever. And even then, I'd have to look it back up again. But the syntax is extremely particular, and it's not published anywhere. You have to kind of reverse engineer it, and that's where the difficulty comes from in doing those. So that's kind of the problem there. Get rid of you. All right, so these are the ideas. Maybe we'll just do those 5. What do you say? Good enough? Grumpy Drunk, thank you for that subscription, man. Enjoy the emotes, and oh, you guys are just beautiful faces. Just beautiful faces. All right, so these are all going to be detection command blocks. We're gonna need those. And this is step 1, and we're going to want these to trigger pretty rapidly. So I'm going to need to, oh, hi. How you doing? How you doing? I'm going to need to remove or figure out a better way than what I was using for, clear these out. I want the examples from these 3 just because it's like I've already figured out all the different things to set up, so it's handy to just be able to grab that. But at any rate, I was saying something about something. Trying to use things to do things. I don't know. Point being, do it. Oh, I need a faster command block or redstone timer. That's what I was getting at. Because the ones that I have, they just tick every second. It's tick, 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 and it's easy enough to run past without getting caught. And we want these to be pretty instantaneous. So let's remind myself. I think that it's this is not necessarily embarrassing, but it may be surprising for some of you. But I'm not that great at redstone. Like I can figure out redstone, but I'm not necessarily the world's best. I don't sit there and figure it out. So I think if I get a repeater and I get a thing, repeater, you subs know what to do. Get a repeater, and then I have that there, and I have that kind of like there, and then I just do a thing where it goes around in a circle, right? Then I can do something basically like this and have that just go off a lot, right? Okay, that's a little too much. Maybe not. I need to know how to do a clock. I thought it was just that, but maybe not. Because it's this... Alright, I'll have to figure that out and say, I isn't God? Yeah, no, that's right, I also isn't. But yeah, no, how about teleporting Craner into a room made of solid air, glass surrounded by lava? But what would he do? Like, one of the things that I get a lot of requests and ideas and stuff like that, I want to do a comparator loop. A fast clock is a comparator with 3 redstone. Use a circle of 4 4-tick repeaters. You need 2 repeaters. The old 2 repeater to break the circuit. Right, that kind of makes sense. So if I do and then I and then I nah, and then that should be like a boop. Do I just do 1 tick? We'll figure this out. We will solve this mystery. 2 ticks? Anyone? Nope. Okay. Come with me. I feel like I need more ticks. All the ticks. Give me all the ticks. Or did I do them the wrong way? I might have put them the wrong way. I might be an idiot. That could be also what's going on there. So that one that way. Okay, do I still have these backwards? Okay, that one's going... Okay, this way. By God, we will get this. That's right. All right, so I need a few more ticks between those, right? Let's try that. I don't know what I'm doing with anything. Someone send help. I know you can't come on the server. I'm sorry. I know that it's... Also, I might want a button or something. Boop, 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 boop. All right. We'll figure it. Better. We're getting better. Anyway, we will leave just a pile of blood for him to wonder why that's there. Jesus, I can help. You guys are... Put them in opposite directions? Right. All the people with who know how to do redstone are just dying right now. Like, Jesus Christ, I can't handle it. Trolling you guys, too. I love it. All right, so I wanted a command block back. So we put these here. Bloop. This is that. Now you know why I just go to the redstone clocks when I can. Put down a comparator and 3 redstone running back into the comparator. Then place down a lever behind the comparator and flip it. Put the repeaters next to each other, each going into blocks behind. But you guys say that like I know, like I can visualize what's going on, but we'll get there. Don't you worry. We'll get there in a minute, right? I'm gonna do the part that I know how to do, right? So this is all the test 4s, right? And we'll just do test 4 player radius 3. I think radius 3 should be. I might want a radius 4. We'll have to figure out what the exact footprint is. And kind of go from there. So I'm going to remove that and put on... If solid air will work. And now I just want a comparator here. I have too many things in my inventory. I am so bad at inventory management. It's bad. Whoop. Bye. Bye, game. Come back. Game's like, I'm out of here. See you, bitch. Also, let's turn off F-Lux while we're here. Disable until sunrise and bring out get rid of that shiny patina, that orange tint. Okay, so now everything's blue again, and we're going to get a comparator. And then this should be, move. Who put you there? prematurely placed a block. I do a lot of things prematurely. It's very embarrassing, but you know, these things happen. And now I want a little clock on you. It'll be fine. Do I have anything planned for Ian? Not at the moment, no. I don't mess with Ian nearly as much as the others, and I mean, I've talked about that a little bit, but one is just, he's not on enough to, like, they just queue up, and so I just let others worry about it. So that should be... Is that on right here? Okay, that's one too far. I don't want it to be on here. I want it to be... So let's turn it here and see. Okay, but 3 might be too... It might be... we might be just doing with a dynamic where I can't necessarily have it go off. So there. How about here? Oh, that does work. Okay, good. So 3 is what we're looking for here. Is it on here? I can't see! It is. Cool. And here. Damn it! All right, so the placement appears to be like, Jesus Christ, move here. So it's basically kind of like this, right? Because this should be, this shouldn't be, this should be, nope, no. Just figuring out where this place is right now. So it's kind of like this. All right. That's the shape. Doesn't have those. It appears to be about here-ish. Like that. I think that's correct. I think this is correct to what we're dealing with here, and we can work with that. We can work with these. I didn't place the cicadas. Don't blame me for the cicadas. Anyway. So we have these here, and now those detect, and then that's going to send off. Now, the next thing that I need to remember, and this is just a straight up I've forgotten, and I know I've solved this problem once or twice, but I can't remember, do I need to put the comparator directly into a repeater, or, because I want to have, did I just solid block myself? I did. If I put it directly into a repeater, does that allow me to do the things that I need to do? So repeater... Give me that. And then that should turn off. On. So the repeater does work, and then the repeater is going to send a full signal. That'll be fine. There's my yellowy. So that should be fully charged, and then I move away, and okay. So the reason I want this is so that I can manage to have only one. I want to only have to have, at this point, 10 command blocks, 1 that teleports them, and 9 that replace those blocks right there, and I want any of these to trigger it. So I want all these to be connected underneath. Oh, but I was just thinking he might he might get a little destruction happy on that. And he knows too that he did find the redstone underneath here that went along. But what if I did a stone conduit underneath here instead? That could be an interesting thing. The question is, can I have the repeater go straight into this? That's something I'm not aware of, actually. I really don't know the answer to that question. I have too many things. Too many things that I don't want to get. It's like, I might want that. I keep it around. So if I have one of these and I put that here, does that get charged by that repeater? Because it doesn't seem like it would. That seems like it wouldn't. Nope, it does. Okay. So I have those 3, and I need to have those coming off of them. But the rest of them I can actually do in conduit, and he's not going to notice when he digs up his floor. He's not going to see them there. So he has a painting machine somewhere. It's over here. Give me a little space. All right. Oh, I've got stone. Perfect. Painting machine right there. Marble, go away. Don't, no one likes you, Marble. Okay, and I need you, and then I need a conduit something or other. Facade. Conduit facade. Paint me, baby. Hey, Electro Dog 22, how's it going? Michael Lee, try to be nice, buddy. Just put a chest down. You make an excellent point. Why would I ever put a chest down? I love chests. Wait. I know. Oh. We can probably get rid of the floor carpet for a moment. All right. This is my absolutely, completely lazy way of getting a chest rather than having to type. Okay, stuff, you go in here. Everyone, remind me not to forget all that, because I'm going to want that. This is actually, interestingly enough, and I don't know, like, I know that there's some question, and people are like, oh, this is the real, and honestly, no one knows who the real Gertrude is at this point and who it isn't. But this is the one that is, this is the Gertrude that is married to Sunday. So I think I've got the real one versus everybody else, but that's fine. It's fine. No one cares. Another one. Make it bigger. I like it big, you know? Okay, so I don't need you. I want you guys. I need you. Command blocks, good. Me, bad. You. Actually, I don't care about the red alloy wire because I'm going to be using the redstone conduit. Anyway, I've got the facade right there. So the idea being is now I can actually run conduit or the redstone down this way. But if I do this, he's not going to think to look inside there, and so he's not going to realize that it's all there going on. That these shenanigans are shenaniganing, you know? So there we go. Perfect. Okay, give me... Did I put air there? I did. Not sure if that's still what I had in my copy, but it is now. Boom. You're there. I probably want a comparator and repeater here. Boom. Boom. And then I need a clock underneath. Well, the clock we're going to figure out, or try and figure out a way to do faster. I don't know how I'm going to do that, though. I'm a beautiful individual. Why, thank you. How did I get her? You want to know the truth of how I got that Gertrude? I was flying through the volcano and she was standing there in the middle of the big cone that I had built. She was just standing there, like no one around, no one knew why that she was there. She was just there. I was just like, is this? And then I clicked. I was like, this is the one that's actually married to Sunday. Isn't she missing? And so I picked her up and I've been carrying her around ever since. I also have I don't know if you guys noticed, but I do have Jordan's soul fragment right there. Still holding that hostage, which, you know, he hasn't really earned the right to get back at the moment because he's a poopy head. But what can you do there, right? So I'm going to take this guy and put him underneath. And then I'm just going to do these. And I might just not even worry about the whole comparator faster timer thing and just say, you know, we'll deal with what we got. We'll deal with what we get. A little bit of lag ain't never hurt nobody. So that one should be there. Boom. And drop down here, you there, boom, and you down here, there, boom. Okay, so now all of these should be testing for and figuring out where, and then we can put some facades. Let's make sure that adding that facade didn't change anything there. Yep, nope, still worked. Okay, so we've got facades there. This will come over, and we want to connect these guys together forever and ever. So if I have this one come out here this way, that right there, then these two can fill in this redstone right there, and now this that whole segment should light up anytime I get near any one of those three. Perfect. Okay. So we can have these two come out over here. Might be one too low. Am I too low? Oh, well. Actually, I can't do that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Okay, no problem. This guy will be the comparator. That guy. Put this back. Comparator. That guy. All right. Now these guys are triggering together. Everyone's triggered, right? I'm triggering everybody. They're like, "Oh my god, this is the worst redstone ever." And if that's you right now, if you're feeling pained because this is the worst redstone ever, know that makes me happy inside. Know that this is exactly what I had hoped for in terms of your difficulty in your life. Because I am a terrible, horrible person, and that's fine. I can live with that. I can live with who I am, right? So bring this around here, and then... Okay. Over here. Boom, boom. He's never going to know what hit him. Actually, he's going to know exactly what hit him. All right, so any one of these should trigger that little network. As soon as I get close enough, that should be enough to send any of these off. So now we just need to get these onto the segment... Not that one. Onto the segment that allows us to, that does the teleport and the toilet. Well, I mean, you know, I guess technically toilet fill. One comparator facing forward next to it. Place the other one backwards so you only need 4 redstone. 2 comparators. Place a torch so it stays activated. Delta and replace redstone fast. I'd probably just do better to Google fast redstone clock, honestly. I mean, and I realize it does not... and I say that like... I totally recognize that you know exactly what you're talking about and that I probably should if I was better at redstone, but where I'm not great at redstone, like I can't visualize... Comparators are always kind of voodoo to me anyway. Like I get it, but I don't, but I do. But like toggling comparator, this whole setting of turning it on and off and shit, like that, I don't know what the hell that does. That's just wackiness right there. So, yeah, I'm sorry and apologize if it's bothering, but I just don't know enough to like visualize what you're trying to go for, but I fully and 100% agree that you know exactly what you're talking about. Okay, so one of the things that I'm gonna do is if I pop this up right now and then I get myself a redstone lamp, then I should be able to get a pretty good idea visually over whether or not this is active or not, right? So if I come over here, then that should light the lamp up. Yep. Okay. So now, if I cover things up, if I cover myself for the sake of decency, I should be able to pretty readily figure out other than where these placements are. So you're starting right here. Let me get a piece here and place that down. And then we decided that it was like this, right? 3... And this should be on, off. A little slow at the moment. That's the poorly timed one. And this is on. So it's like that. Put this back, fill this in, right there. These should all be hotspots that trigger the lamp, and then that should de-trigger. Okay, that's how that works. Place all this. I mean, at least we're nice enough to give him little indicators of where he's safe and where he isn't, right? You know, like that seems like kind a little bit. Sorry, one cicada down. Here. We'll put him there. I think Craner will be okay. He won't be too mad. And it should all be on while I'm there, and then I step out and it turns off. Okay, cool. And then we'll figure out the faster clock here in a second. So evil? What do you mean evil? This isn't evil. This is just taking advantage of situations as they occur. It's a little evil. Like it's not the nicest thing. But if we get a fast clock, then that'll be great. That'll be wonderful. See, the fun part is I can even come over here and be like bloop, and then do this, and ha ha ha. I mean, I realize it's not... I say fun, it's not necessarily the most fun. Like, I've had more fun things going on in my life, but that's one of them. So that puts that right there, there, and there. And then this should be, I think, right there, right? Yeah. Okay. So, whoop, poof. And this is 3, so 4. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So now we've carpeted and he's going to be like, what the hell? But it's beautiful. It's a fashion statement to end all fashion statements, right? Like I don't know about you guys, but I really feel like this is saying feng shui right here. This is a just sold. Also, I admit to you guys right now that I totally screwed up the mandrake dropper. In that I had the ghost block one too far over. I had the ghost block right here. So the dispenser was putting the mandrake into a solid block, which is why he just heard it. Because it was suffocating. That was my bad. But use Resident Ender in the hot tub. The thing is, the Resident Ender would just teleport him away, and then he'd pop into somewhere weird. Like, I want him to, like, be in the poop, and then to clear it out and be like, oh, come on, and then to have the poop come back. That's the goal. And if he's really lucky, then he'll figure it all out and disable it without me having to do anything. But hopefully he's not really lucky. Hopefully he's not really lucky. So let's go ahead and come down here, and now we have our little... we have our dealio right here. Do I not have a... Okay, yes. Here's our redstone. So now let's create our little space, our safe space for the command blocks. Let's expand it out a little. And now we should have a little room. Hello, little room. Hello. And let's give me a torch while I'm in here. Twitch friendly would be chocolate milk. Am I Twitch friendly? I feel like I am Twitch. I'm friends with Twitch. We're friends. So have a little place here, and now I need a whole heap of command blocks. I need a lot of command blocks. And the thing that I don't like, honestly, is the command blocks act really weird when they're touching to each other. There might be a rhyme and reason to it, but I don't know what that rhyme or reason is. And so I end up doing it a little bit goofy, but just because it makes it saves my sanity a little. It's for my own sake. I know that there's probably better ways, and that you guys are all like, just please no more. But it is what it is. So we're gonna have the redstone, and now I'm gonna move over to, because this will be down here, I'm going to move over to the alloy wire, the red alloy wire, which is it's basically redstone that doesn't ever, actually, is that what I want? Yes. Boop. Subscriber? Boop. I hardly know her. Techno HelpX, thank you for that subscription, man. Much appreciated. So now we need to go here, and then repeater, and put these here. And I'm telling you, like, they never act the way I expect them to, and it bugs the shit out of me. So I just do this and keep them separate and take more space, and it's easier in my life, okay? I'm a simple man and not redstonically inclined, okay? And the funny thing is, I actually, like, I work as a programmer. Like, you'd think that I'd be able to do logical circuits, but I don't work as a logic. I'm not an algorithm programmer. I'm more like a bad programmer, is really, I think, the best way to describe it. Is it's just, I program, but only in the bad ways. And so, while some of this makes sense to me, it's also like, I don't want to think about it. It gives me a headache. So, 2, 4, 6, 8. I need 9 right there. And then, what we're going to do is we're going to have this branch off and hit another repeater that will be momentarily delayed. And this will be, let's see, it's that one, I think. That will be the one that actually teleports him. So we wait like a few ticks, 32, let's see, what is it, 20 ticks per second, isn't it? So I don't know that I want that much, maybe 16. Waits, so the refill will happen first. These should all fire pretty much instantaneously, and then this one will come shortly after. So if I just do say poop and get my redstone torch, or maybe a button, little piece of wire there. And then I'm making this harder than it has to be, but that's fine. Don't care. Don't even care. Come around here. Come to me. No. Over here. Yep. Stop it. Stop touching me that way. I need an adult. Okay. Fine enough. Subscriber? I hardly know her. Aragoth175, thank you for that subscription, man. Much appreciated. All right. Boom. And I get poop. Why did I get 2 poops? Explain to me why I get poop. See, this is where I don't understand. Subscriber? I don't know how to work. Grumpy Drunk, thank you for that subscription as well. Hey, guys, enjoy the emotes, and if you're on Discord, if you join us on Discord, be sure to link your Twitch account to it. Why am I getting 2 poops? I say poop. I get poop. Why am I double pooping? This shouldn't double activate, unless that does it. Now that gives me 2 again. Poop. Is it touching the block twice? Unless I don't think it can jump that gap, can it? Is it good? I don't know. Hell, let's move that over to you. Not like I know what the hell I'm doing. That's pretty clear. Button. Poop. Nope, that's double pooping. So if I delete this, that gives me 2 as well. That makes no sense. Ha! Bet you I killed it now. Nah. See? I know how I'm doing. It just says poop for on and off. Does it really double fire like that? Huh. It's not the repeater. The repeater is supposed to isolate it. Like, that's the whole point of the repeater. Like, we get to a point where if I were to do this and have the button right there and then bring this around so that it's just connecting right there and there's nothing else there, I'm still getting it twice. So it's got to be on the on and off signal, the high and the low or whatever. A good double poop is healthy. Hey, if you use the squatty potty, then it's a wonderful thing. It's the wire I'm using? Really? That could be. I could buy that. You could sell me on that idea. Okay, now I get nothing. Now it's dead to me. Repeater. Command block. Say poop. Go. Hey! The one that blamed the wire wins. If you blame the wire, you get a prize, and you get a prize. Okay, well then, what I need to do here is have, then I'll just need a repeater. This shouldn't be too far for me to do, but I need to move back all these up one then, so that I can have the split repeaters here. Boop, 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 boop. They're just one off. I don't know why I couldn't mentally just change those, but I couldn't. It wasn't going to happen. Don't question me. All right, so this should be, we're going to do poop 1. Not you. Say poop 2. Say poop 3. Say poop 4. Oh, we've got all the poops now. Poop 5. We're getting there. Poop 6. And then here's my main line right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get back up. Back up, everyone. You're crowding me. I will not be crowded by the likes of you. And then, see, what poop were we up to? Who remembers what poop we were on? 6. Say poop 7. Say poop 8. And say poop 9. Say teleport. Poop. Okay. So, you red wire, dead to me. Never use alloy wire. I've said it all along. I don't like it. I never use it. That's not true. That's not what I said at all. So I should get 9 poops and a teleport. I mean, they go off 1, 3, 9, 5. Don't care about the order. Teleport poop after. See? We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing. 9 poops. That's a healthy day at the bathroom. You know, like that's just, whew, that's a lot of poopage. And then the one teleport after the teleport. I don't care about the order of the poops as long as the teleport comes after. So fill and then dump. And that means that I can probably like set this to like 4 ticks and have it be enough. Fill poop. Fill poop. Fill poop. Fill poop. Subscriber? I hardly know her. La Luke, thank you for that subscription, man. Appreciate that. You guys are great. You guys are killing it today. So we've got all the poops and then the teleport to the poop. Perfect. These are wonderful. Now we need to set these to fill in the individual blocks. The joke is crappy enough. I mean, wait a minute. That was a pun. I see what you were punishing me with there. All right. So this is F3. This is 2305 40 3751. Followed by 2305 40 3753. Followed by 2307 40 3753. Okay. That should give us everything we need to know to fill in. That tells us every single spot, and even so, I'll still need to go a couple times to double check because I'm not good. I'll get confused. Okay, so we had this one. Oh, I need to figure out what my poop, what the poop is. Plus, I'm gonna need to remember what the set block is, but you know, one thing at a time. Okay, so we need 2149, and set block is what? What is set block? Hang on a minute. Hold on. Cheating over here. Oh, that's a little deep. I went too deep. I can't. Someone get me out. All right, up here. Come along. I've already answered this question before. Test for Craner. Set the block right there. That's the teleport. This is the set block. Okay, come here. Come here. I want you right now. I want you inside me. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Very handy to know where your past work is. That's not the right buttons at all. Bloop. Okay, now, back. Right there. I'm really glad I have the cicadas turned off, though. I don't know about you guys, but I'm personally really glad I have the cicadas turned off. Okay. So this should be... we want to do... What was the first one? 2, 3, 4, 3, 7, 5, 1. Okay, do that. Then boom. And then 2305, 43751. 3751. I realize that that's setting stone. I need to do 2149, which it will complain to me. 2149. So if I try that now, pop out of here, fill this in, and then I run that, boom. And then it tells me what I need to do as well to be different. Okay, cool. Mine factory reloaded, sewage.still. Mine factory reloaded, sewage.still. So, actually I can just, again, back and forth, back and forth. Mine factory reloaded, sewage.still. Okay. Got that. Doesn't complain. Likes what I'm doing. It likes who I am. It likes the cut of my jib. So now, actually, we should be able to just do now. Hey, there we go. So 1. Now to do math. So we need 3752 and 3753. So this should be 3752, and this should be 3753. And that gives us round 1, okay? And then now the question is, which one is 323? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong numbers. 2305, that was left, so increasing Z by 2 moves me to the left. And then that, so now I need 2306, 515253. 2306, 515235. So this 2306, 51. And this should set the next round. 52. And 53. All right. So there's those. And now to map out in my head what the rest of these are. Let's see, I went to, so now I just 2306, 515253. 2307. 7. 7 and 2. And 7 and 3. So with any luck, this button of mine right there should set all of this to be le poop, le sewage, la sauvage. It's French for shit. And actually, let's be honest. But if we do this, click, click, we get the teleport poop, and bada boom, bada bing. We have now pooped in his thing. Maybe I should leave this empty. Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll leave this empty and dry, so he just like is what's going on over here. And the only problem with this will be that he will probably log back in inside one of these. You know that's what he's gonna log in and be like and just end up in poop, and he's gonna be like, what happened? But just in case he doesn't, let's leave this empty, and then we need to teleport right smack in the middle, which is which one? This is 2306, 23752, 43752, 2306. I'm not gonna remember those. /TP. We'll do me right now, but we need to make sure I remember to change that. 2306, 43752. Is that how it be? Oh, it's practically like swimming in poop, guys. It's practically like swimming in pot. Have I thought about using a command block for the scoreboard instead of the one we have set up? Please just answer. I have thought about it, but I can do fun graphics and a lot more with the current command block. It is a little bit harder to update, but honestly, the harder part's keeping track of all the trolls and stuff, and I need to go through from when Sunday last played his, or actually I think it was, Yeah, I need to go through and tally up the points again, and that's the harder part of the group. So you can go away, and you can go away, so that he can't see where these are just easily. And I put that there, and then we had... I need my wrench. My wrench shows me what's going on. There's my wrench. So these are... This should be the correct... That lights up. Yep. Okay. So now... I come down here and bring this with me. Not you. This with me. Pop that over there. I don't know whether or not that... I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see real quick, won't we? I come up here, and then I'm like, step, 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 poop. We got it. We got it. The poops, they refill. He comes in here. He tries to stand there at all. It's back into the soup you go. And even if he clears this out and it's nice and empty, and he's like, I don't want to land in poop just in case. And he's like, da 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 da. Oh crap! I accidentally got there, and it's poop again. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. There we go. The pooping is happening, everybody. The pooping is happening. It's time for the pooping. It's like the fappening, but with more poop and less celebrity. Fill these in. And, yeah, now the only question is, do I want to set these to where they only trigger on Captain Sparklez? Okay, 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 that's nice. I'm trying to work here. I don't need your pooping shenanigans. Trying to do business. I can set these to where it should be that name equals Zine, and then that should be the only one that triggers now. Actually, no, they should all trigger, but that one specifically. Here, let's test it this way. I'll do that one as name equals Zine, and this one as name equals not Zine. And this one should no longer trigger for me, and that one should. So we come over here, we re-add our indicator that the pooping has happened, and then I, as Zine, I'm like, la da 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 da, no problem, I can be here all I want, that's fine. But if I come over here, I'm like, no problem, I can, oh, I'm in poop. There we go. So, yeah, that's, we'll do the detection there, and then we'll need to change the teleport to me as well, or away from me. So let's make sure we remember that. And Captain Sparklez, right there. Captain Sparklez. Make sure we get all the typing right. And that's how you do that. So that's the best way to, if you're interested in removing the command block, that's the best way to go about it, is to just keep pushing that button until the command block is gone. Then it's just like, boom, done. Nailed it. Okay, that shouldn't. And now, no, whoop. No, I pushed the button on the magic device that I don't know how it works. Off, on, I want it like that. And then you, there, boom. Okay, good. Doom, doom, that beam. Like it never happened. Okay, and then finally right there, here, Captain Sparklez. So now they should all be configured to only go off when Captain Sparklez comes in, and then we will add in that this will only teleport Captain Sparklez, which will be great if I had left the other one so that they triggered other people and there were more people on, so that someone else was walking through his house and it was teleporting him. But where we've changed the triggers now it's all customized. Captain Sparklez, got that correct. Make sure that's reconnected. Everything's good there. And then come over and grab a conduit, put that in place so that that's hidden, put that there, and now we're at the part that I'm avoiding. Which is to say that the next step... Is that a... I think that's conduit, yeah. I want conduit. Karen, thank you for that $1. I have no idea what the message is. It's too small for me to see. Let's see if I can drop down and find it. There's always the belt from Tinker's Construct if I need a second hotbar. Oh, you and your hotbar. Mr. Skippy donated $1. Little help on the redstone clock. You want the blue power mod. It has an item called timer, and you can set it to how fast you want. The problem with with the timer, I don't know if I still have it or if it's in this mod pack. Let's check. But the thing that I don't like about the timer is, doesn't it tick? Isn't it the one that ticks a lot? Yeah, every time it goes off, it ticks. That's the issue that I have with the thing. If this didn't tick, then it would be so wonderful, because I can just set it to, like, there you go. But I don't think the wool absorbs it, or the sound thing absorbs it. So that's why I don't like the timer. I mean, I could kind of get there and you just... Suppose we could just go that route. The other thing that I could do is I could have this be quite a ways away. And as long as it's vertical. So if I come over here and do this a lot, and come down like here, and then be like, okay, now here's your thing right here. Have a clock. It's a good clock. It's a wonderful clock. Everyone likes this clock. It's the best clock you've ever did meet. And then get my alloy wire, because I know how it works, even though it's doubling up. But it's alloys. The thing that's really nice about the alloy wire for me is that you can actually, like, control if you wanted to put it on, you know, that sort of thing. Like, you have a lot more control than just basic redstone. And then the other one, where's the frame? Oh, they're freestanding, not black. Let's do freestanding. Red freestanding bluestone wire. Okay. Why not just bluestone? Freestanding bluestone wire. Okay, let's get that. And we can do... But this should be able to actually go vertical for me. So if I take my bluestone wire... Let's not use the red one. Bluestone wire right there. Get that. Get rid of that one. Have this here. And then this should... Does that tick right there? Yeah, that ticks that off. Get it? Ticks it off. And now we can just bring this straight up. But the wires, they travel, I think, for 100 before they start running out. So now... Oh my god, that's so annoying! Okay, go away. Let's see. If I come over here and then do something like... I'm actually going to do this with Goofy just because I'll be able to see it easier. But that should connect up and click, right? And then here I can put down a sound muffler. And then I can set this to be like, please go fast, please. And then that's all like... And so if that's detecting me... Okay, we need to be careful here. The teleport's not going to hit me. That's fine. I'm going to make it... Where did I put my hole? If you'll excuse the expression. I missed! My hole's in here somewhere. I'm sure I have a hole somewhere. There's my hole. Good. We found my hole, everybody. Let's break that and then go ahead. I'm curious, does the bluestone wire have the double poop problem? Because, I mean, no one likes double poop. Let's be honest here. No one likes having double the poop. But I'm curious. I'm curious now. We shall find out. Be out of my way. You there, you there. Excuse me, pardon me. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana. Okay. You there, go, boom. I should probably make this do something. Say poop! Yep, double poop. What can you do? I don't know. Got all these double poop problems. 56 problems and double poop's one of them. Okay, so that should be there, and now if I click this, then I get a single poop. But I don't teleport anything. That's fine. Now, because what I'm trying to avoid drastically is, or significantly, is having, getting myself into a teleport loop where I end up teleporting myself while testing and I can't get out of it. Like, that's just embarrassing for everybody involved. So if I make sure that I avoid that, then I think everyone's just a little bit happier inside. And, or at least you guys are probably less happy. To be honest, you'd probably prefer to see me screw up quite that badly. I feel like that's a safe enough bet. So this one is ticking like mad. You can't hear it up here. You can hear it right here. But you can't hear it up here. And if I do this, then it should start pooping all over the place. We should get a lot of poops. Poop. Oh. Poop. Still kind of slow, actually. Poop. Poop. I guess it's faster. Poop, poop. I mean, it's better, right? So we'll do that. Well, that's what we'll do. Now I just need to work my way underneath all these bastards again and figure out where my thing is. So if I connect, now I just need to do a whole nother set and then go from there. Craner has a giant hole in his farm because Jordan plays TNT there. Yes, he does. That wily Jordan. And so now the question is, what's the best way to go about this without like ruining everything? I'd really prefer not to ruin everything, but I'm fine with ruining some stuff. I just don't want to ruin everything, right? God. How do I fly? Okay, we're good. Over here. It's over here somewhere. Ooh, I found light. Okay. You there. And then I need you here. Okay, that connected. And freestanding. Boop, boop. Da, 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 da. Boop. Boop. Okay, still works. Happy to hear that works. Get that one there. Actually, I probably ought to leave it to where I can detect it. And I don't need a sound muffler anymore, so I can come over and poop on this. And now that's all jiggity on this one too. So if I set this to Zine, this should be a poopy too. Poop. No poop. And poop. Okay, we're pooping. We got the poops. This is for Jordan duplicating the... Yeah, sure. We'll use that as an excuse. I mean, it's really just for funsies, right? Like, it's not... there. I don't have any, like, personal vendetta, but for me, it's for fun. It's for a good time. It's to show Jordan that we won't be had by his having had. I don't know. Whatever excuse you want to make, buddy. Go away. You down there. You down there. I want to be... And then, like, over here somewhere. Aha! Probably just stone me, baby. I don't know why I'm, like, interested in... You can't double up like that. That's not okay. You can't just do that. There's no crying in baseball. Come like that. And then throw this down here. Put that there. And now that should all be jiggling just the way we like it. We like things that jiggle here in this stream. It's pretty big deal to have proper jigglage. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to imply anything. I'm just saying jiggling's important to the members of this community. So there's that, or there's that, and then there's that, and now this one should poop as well. Change this. Done. Poop. So now we've got 3 out of 5 that are set for maximum poop. Okay, there are multiple rapid poops going on here, and you know, that's good. It's good. It's good to be a big pooper. And then I think this should be clear. Get rid of that, and then down here we should be running into. Okay, that's right there. We can put the stone back there, and then bring you along for this ride here. There, freestanding, and bluestone wire. And this should be a pooper. Should be a pooper. Poop. When Jordan finds an exploit, he uses it to help Craner out. But when Sunday finds an exploit, he destroys the land and moves entire bases flying away. We all have our different personalities. I mean, you know, you could argue that I punished Sunday for that too. Like, people were mad at me over my punishing a Sunday. It was just whatever. Whatever is available to maximize the lulls is really all that we care about. Excuse me. Who put a conduit there? It's a terrible place for a conduit. Okay. You, boom. And then... Go away. Okay, there. And then this should be a final pooper. Oops. Now,
Subscriber? I hardly know her.
Master Griefs, sir, thank you so much for that subscription. You beautiful man. Be sure that if you're in Discord, that you link your Discord account to Twitch so you get the proper role, and then try out the emotes. Have a good time. So pretty much all of these should now poop pretty instantly on me, and be a little bit more rapid. This one shouldn't poop. I think I've changed this one back. But if I set this one, then we should be good to go. So now we just need to close up our handiwork. We just need to obscure that which has been done. So put that there. Put that there. Put that there. Put that there. So let's set this one to be on. And I just want to make sure that I can do a final test of all these. It's still set to me anyway, so I want that exposed. Exposed like the dastardly bastard it is. Okay, this command block doesn't actually do anything, and there's stone. Put that there, then you there, then you there, and that should be a pooper. And that there, that there, that there. And then that there, that there, and that there. And all these should still poop. Okay, now we're gonna let this go. We're gonna do one final test. Do I play favorites on the server? I don't know. I mean, you could argue that I definitely troll Sunday the least out of them. Like, I wouldn't argue with you on that. But otherwise, I get Jordan and Craner both quite a bit. I think I play with Craner more than anyone, but I've been upping on Jordan a bit too. So poop. Okay. Poop. Okay. Poop. Okay. Poop. Uh-huh. And poop. Boom. Good to go. Now let's fix these. So this is Captain Sparklez. Got it. Captain Sparklez. Got it. Captain Sparklez. Got it. I'm like mentally paranoid that I'm gonna misspell one of these. Captain Sparklez. Yep. And then finally, the number of holes I've cut in here equals Captain Sparklez. Okay. You can close up. This didn't go anywhere. And then this is down here. I don't need to. Maybe we maybe we add that as part of the little maybe an poop. Poop. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. There we go. That's what we're cooking. Oh, we want to make sure we add that in. Otherwise, he's just going to be like, wow, it just says poop. And then that thing fills up. But if we put that there, then he gets all teleported and stuff. All right. So we'll try it. Oh, wait, it's not going to go off anyway. So that's fine. Teleported Zine, Captain Sparklez, everything good there. These we know all work. That's set up. That's wired correctly. That's into there. That should say, assuming that this runs correctly, player cannot be found. Oh, right. Do I need to do Telra P?
Subscriber?
Poop.
I hardly know her.
Zoopizo, thank you for that subscription, man. Much appreciated. Or do I want to do just Telra Captain Spark? We'll just do P. We'll just P. It's fine. It's not like they play with anyone else anyway. P, poop. There.
Subscriber? I hardly know her.
The real Tuzzle as well. Thank you guys so much. Cover my tracks. Oh, I'm covering them. That moment when the person streaming notices and reads your comment and you realize in that sea of over 780 people, you are somebody. Enough to be noticed by me. Well, I mean, I notice all of you. I can't read it. I can't read everything, and I apologize for that. But thank you guys so much for that subscription. Enjoy the emotes. Make sure you link your Discords. And, yeah. So now we're going to yell, poop every time it triggers. That's wonderful. This Ender IO stuff bugs me, but that's fine. And then we will close this up right here. Can't see in there. And then all of these should be all set. So if I clear this out, he won't know what's coming. He won't see it coming. And then the last thing is maybe we do a nice red carpet. Is this red carpet? That's purple carpet. Maybe Maybe do a nice red carpet, not this whole white thing. What do you think? I feel like I'm not thrilled on the carpet. Did I see what happened to the volcano? I did, man. I saw it, and Craner shall die. But in a bit. Maybe not immediately. Let's try this out. So 17114, and then this is weird. Oh, one's Minecraft. I was like, that's weird. 17114 1868. So if I like Ahoo, and then Ahoo, 17114 1868. What do you guys think? Do you like that better? Do you not like that better? What are your thoughts? Where's the other carpets? Floor carpet. Searching carpet. Oh, they're down at the bottom. They're down at the bottom. We could try... That's the purple one. Baron. 566. Oh, that's wonderful. That's the best. I like that one. That's definitely a keeper right there. What's the red carpet? Why does he not have a red carpet? Purple, blue, brown, green, red. Red. 1868-14. These numbers, though. 1868-14. All right, I can go for that. I can go for that. So let's just grab. Come over here. Get them all. Whoop. A little bit too much. And then we'll just put these back. I could figure out a command, but oh, poop. Not that much poop. It's pretty easy to fix, actually. Floor carpet. What are you? Now I need to replace you with you. 1868-9. There we go. Fixed. All right, so all these are triggered. They're active hotspots for Yay Old Day Jordan to step onto. It teleports him over to the Bath of Poop, which he doesn't realize is Bath of Poop. Hopefully, with any luck, he will spawn in, not necessarily in one of these, although, let's be honest, it pretty much is most likely. Mr. Skippy114, thank you for that $1, man. Much appreciated. It's pretty much guaranteed that he's going to log in and immediately get teleported, and that's fine. We can live with that. But if he doesn't, if he happens to pop out of here, then all the better. And I don't know whether he'll be... I think he will be cautious. I think he will immediately recognize what these are and be careful about stepping into them. But... hopefully he doesn't just disable them after the first teleport, that he actually gets caught once or twice. If he does, then oh well. Or the other option is we could... Do we want to... No, it'd be tough for him to figure it all out without the carpets. I was going to say, do we want to have one that doesn't have the carpet? We could take like away this one. But nah. We're going to have it. We're going to have it. Let's leave it there. Okay, ward it. I can't ward stuff. Ward carpet, and I don't want him to like not be able to disable it. It's just you hope that it gets him a couple times, right? Like, I mean, one of the things about trolls is you want them to be able to recover from it and continue on with their episode. I don't want to block them or lock them into place or just kill them. Like, none of those are particularly funny, and it's it just keeps them from being able to make videos, and that's like not what we're going for, right? So hopefully this should be enough to kind of get him to get his ass, but you know, and he gets tripped into it a couple times, and we get a shoot, darn it, oh, this is so, oh my gosh, and you know, all of those things. So that will be the word of the day. Yeah. Okay. All right, so don't forget my things. Oh, my things. Don't forget my things. Good plan. Here's a chest full of god items. Enjoy. Have yourself a good time with this chest full of god items. I appreciate that. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. And let's see. What do I need space? All this stuff. Give me Gertrude and all that. Don't need my repeaters. Don't need gunpowder. Don't know why I had that. Don't need carpet. I do need his soul. I need his soul. Floor carpet. End portal, his face. Great. Get rid of the chests. Get rid of the dark oak. Get rid of the dark oak. Get rid of the dark oak. Get rid of the timer. Okay, we good. We all good. I remember bluestone wire. I always go to the... Why do I have seeds? I always go to the redstone because it's what I know, but that's actually from an old mod. So put all that there. Let's not try not to have blazing pyrotheum and delete that. Good reminder, people. Good reminder. Just put it in a golden bag of holding. You know, I would do that, but I'm not that bright. One of the things, not necessarily golden bag of holding, one of the things that's just kind of like an ongoing joke / whatever is just building. I never use a builder's wand. I don't know why, and at this point, like, it's almost stupid. Like, I never do it. Like, it's almost a point of pride. Not that there's really anything to be proud about it, that I just always forget, but it's like, I kind of don't want to use it now just because it's so irritating that I never use it. Also, I don't know, I know Jordan mentioned it briefly, but we did spend, and when I say we, I mean me, I did spend some time terraforming this down, which was kind of obnoxious. Like, God, that's a hell of a jump to try. Like, I had like 5 blocks, and I had to try and make it look like it's natural jumping up into this square. That wasn't easy, but I feel like we did okay. Like, I mean, you can kind of tell, but it's not terrible. And then I had all the trees and stuff to tear out. So, and then all the villagers were corrupted. So I came through here, I decorrupted all the villagers. I added a bunch of just testificates, plain testificates. I added in a magnum torch in the center place, and then I surrounded the whole thing by fence, so it should be generally pretty safe. And then finally, for most of these portions, maybe I should do one right there, but for most of these trees, I kind of helped bring it back down since they just been deleted, and make it look like the trees actually have, you know, stumps that they're so just, you know, a little work on making the village look better. I did come around to this other side and try and blend it as well. When he first looked at it, I hadn't done that portion. I haven't gotten to the back yet because really, you know, who's looking other than me, right? You know, that's one of the things that you got to kind of like, for the amount of time that I have and the amount of time that it takes to terraform all this, it was just like, really, I should make a hidden base. Well, if I have a hidden base then and that they don't know about, then what's the point of having the base? You know. What mod is it? Does the player statues? The player statue is from the Headcrumbs mod. Headcrumbs. Now, one thing about the Headcrumbs mod is if you do install it, you need to configure it because it will spawn a bunch of YouTubers like as enemies, and it will spawn them all over the place, and they're obnoxious, and they die. When they die, it gives death messages, and it's really irritating. So make sure you disable that in the config before you get going on it. But it is the Headcrumbs mod that is we're all working off of. So the next point is to figure out what we want to do over here. And we have a little bit of time left. I don't know that we have that much time to go and fix everything, or we can go look at my poor place. My poor place. And I'm inside the mountain. Look at this. Look at this. Craner, you bastard. See, I could go full Sunday. Well played. It's kind of cool looking. Other than, you know, my volcano. I've spent so much time. So what I can do is a couple things. One is I have to clean up the water, obviously. That shouldn't be too big of a deal. But the harder part is I just basically get a poly select along this entire rim. And that takes about 15 minutes. I'm not going to do it right now, but I can take a poly select along the entire rim, and then I will expand it one down, and then I'll do a replace on obsidian with lava, and that should fix everything almost immediately. Time for salty scene. I mean, I respect a good troll. I'm not salty like, how could you, you bastard? The only reason I say you bastard is because now I need to, you know, destroy him. That's really all it is. It's nothing too bad. It's just, you know, now he needs to die. There. But really, like, I feel like he didn't think this through, or not that I would have expected him to, and I don't mean that in a rude way, but just, you know, kind of semi-rude. But the way that a volcano works is a volcano is the eruption of pressure from inside the earth. In a magma pocket, you have a magma reservoir underneath the volcano, typically, and then the pressure of the earth is pushing on that reservoir and forcing the magma up through the ground, and it's basically, I've described this before, but it's basically like a zit. It's the same thing. You've got this liquid underneath, the pressures of it pushing working on it, which compress it, so now it wants to pop out, and then once it hits that, once it hits a weak spot, it flips you off, but it also pops out like, you know, and erupts, and that's the whole idea of eruption. Now, there's different, we've also talked about how the silica level, the amount of silica content in the magma or lava is what determines whether or not it explodes violently or whether it just kind of pours out. So an violent explosion would be like Mount St. Helens or Pompeii, Mount Vesuvius, or a just pouring out would be like the Hawaiian shield volcanoes. And basically silica makes it so it's gummy and that it's thicker, the lava itself. So if you think of like a thick shake and blowing a straw into a thick shake, like if you've ever done that, you go really hard, and then the not a lot happens, and then all of a sudden it goes bloop and comes out, and that is basically, you've just simulated entirely how a basic stratovolcano works. It's that pressure with that thick high silica content lava on top, and it's got to build enough pressure to finally pop through that, and that's why it's so explosive. Where if you have a low silica content, then it's runnier, and so it's like having a water or Coke or something like that. You blow bubbles, and it's just blah, 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 and it just comes up, and that's the basic difference between those two main things. So anyway, we've played this as a stratovolcano style, so an explosive style, build pressure, etc. And so what he has done, while he didn't cover it as completely as Sunday did, what you could argue is he's basically capped off that pressure release. And I don't know if you've ever, I mean, you know, if you take your thumb and put it over the end of a hose that's on, unless it's barely on, then eventually the pressure will get strong enough that you can't hold it and it'll pop out, right? Like that's all, these are all the same concepts, just building pressure behind until such time as it finally breaches and comes out. So if he's capped that, then that just means the pressure doesn't go away. It doesn't stop it. It's not strong enough. It just means that either it's going to break that cap or it's going to come out in the next weakest spot. So you could argue that basically capping this off caused the pressure from there to not be fully alleviated. I mean, obviously there's still some openings, so stay with me. It's just Minecraft. This isn't real science. But by blocking off the pressure there, if we were to dump like a gazillion tons of dirt and whatever into the top of a volcano and effectively plug it up, then at some point, sooner or later, it's still going to erupt. That pressure's still building. It's still going to happen. It's just not necessarily going to come out where that weakest spot is now. So it might erupt here, you know, like the outside of the countryside, like right below me, it suddenly pops out. It might erupt over here, or where these things are really, 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 really big. I mean, comparatively to what we think of, these are huge, huge structures deep underneath the earth. It's very conceivable that like the volcano might erupt over here. You know what I'm saying? Like you cap off one end, it's got to come out from somewhere. Who's to say it doesn't just pop out over here? So I'm just saying, you need to think these things through. You need to think through the science of Minecraft volcanoes before you just go and create yourself a new volcano that's going to erupt right through your house. You know, like you need to think that through before, and you need to understand who you're dealing with before you go and you do these things. So, you know, that's just, and you know, if I were to see that happen, if I were to happen to witness that, then I would be sure to leave him a book or something explaining how that kind of concept works, and being very sad for him that sort of thing had to happen. But I'm just saying that could happen at any point, and you really don't know what's going to go on, because that's like, you look at the Hawaiian Islands, right? And it's like a little string of islands. Each one of those is as the tectonic plates adjust, then the weak spot moves on the earth. Basically, there's a thin spot in the crust in the magma reservoir, and then as the earth tectonic plates move, the eruption comes out in different spots, and so it's literally moving along the earth, and that's why you've got this trail of islands. And so I'm just saying that conceivably from the last eruption to here, there might have been enough tectonic shifting that now the magma reservoir is right underneath, say, right here. Just saying. And you know, it stands to reason that the lava would pop out in an area that would be there's low pressure. It's going to seek out a place that it can breach without having to push through a bunch of ton and rock and stuff, because that's all plugged. So it's going to find like a soft spot or something where like a hole, something that's like a deep cavern to fill up, something that's goes down deep into the earth and just has a spot for the lava to just come up through and really erupt into the night. I'm just theorizing on how the geology of it all works and stuff, and I'm just trying to think like where that lava would come from and how that would work. But maybe nothing's coming to mind right now, but maybe there's something out there. So yeah, just thoughts running through my head, things that are happening, things that maybe or shall be or are. But for the moment, this I think we'll just leave him, and sooner or later he'll find his little happy thing, and it'll be great. The next step probably with this is going to be not to maybe not have it be pressure plate oriented, because right now what's happening, and I saw it happen the first time and I had to actually rebuild it, but what's happening is the pressure plate is getting destroyed by the creeper as he steps on it, right? Also, I couldn't begin to tell you what happened to his magnum torch that he had right over here. I swear it was there when I came in here last, and now it's just gone. It's the damnedest thing. But let's not dwell too much on details. So really what I think the next step is to get a nice timer that just spawns a little guy and have it be on like every minute. And just a nice, good, long timer, and then just bloop, little guy. And, if... not have anything necessarily for him to dig up or whatever, because I mean, who's to say that it has to be there? It could be down, way below. I mean, there's a lot of different places. See you, Dragon Conjure. Have a nice night, man. And these are all things that kind of come to mind as well. The one thing that I do find kind of funny, though, is that both Craner and Sparklez have had to deal with the fact that Craner builds his floors one deep. And they've both encountered this, and neither one of them realized that it is now 3 deep, and that may or may not have been because I needed to have some place to stick the command blocks and the wiring for the creeper spawner, but it's not like he would notice anyway, right? So that's kind of what's going on there. So yeah, sorry to hear about your loss of magnum torch. My best to you on figuring out what happened to that, and then we've got this guy blocked off, so that's just kind of there for him, just for him to find, like, hey, just letting you know I'm thinking about you, buddy, just letting you know I'm here, that I got my eye on you. I think he'll understand that pretty loud and clear. But seriously, dude, why do you always have to dig out like crazy things beneath here? Like, fill your gaps. You know what I'm saying? Like, fill your gaps. Okay, not while you're in them, though. Just, build stuff up. It's just, be nice. Leave it better than the way you found it. That's kind of my strategy right there. It's just leave it better than it was. So, there's that. And also, if you missed it earlier as well, we did talk about how other options in our life are that Craner did just build a huge vat of lava uphill from his wooden home. So it'd be terrible if something were to spring a leak. I don't know who he contracted to build this, but I hope they did a good job, because if something were to happen to this and it were to start, like flowing lava over here, then, that could go bad pretty quickly. Like, it just kind of funnels right into that there home, doesn't it? And he probably wouldn't even notice if I were to, like, just start kind of slowly gaslighting him, a little, method of moving these things into his area. Like, I'm not entirely convinced that he would realize that that's different. He might not realize the significance of these events, and that's fine. Like, his being unobservant is not a crime. It just gets you to where, for some reason, if a lava flow starts, that it all ends up in an awkward spot. These are all just things that can happen. These are effects that can happen in life, and you need to watch out for them. So, yeah, one of the things that in Discord that I do a lot, and I mean, I'm not saying I don't act, yeah, I kind of do. I don't troll my Discord a lot, but I do a little bit. But one of the things that I like to do with them, and that I do a lot in this as well, is I try and be pretty psychological in how I approach stuff, and a lot of the things that they, you know, they're like, oh, zany troll or whatever, you know, like that's silly. Like when Craner, you know, moving Craner's doorway around. What the whole point of that was to get him to the point where once I decided to remove his door, now every time I move the door or I just cover it up, he checks all around. Like I've trained him to go all the way around and have to do like maximum effort kind of thing to find the door again. And you know, that I just like to think about the psychological effect of it and kind of build up to it. And that's why I reuse things a lot, but I like to kind of expand on them until people realize, like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? This is different or something. And just, you know, like little the minor decoration differences. When I changed Jordan's carpets, I was pretty impressed. He noticed that right off the bat, you know, change Jordan's carpets. Or when I moved Craner's machines from one wall to the other, and it's just that when they come in, like, I mean, maybe it's just me, but I think it's funny, and I think that a lot of you think it's funny too. I hope so anyway. But when they come in and they're just like, it's something different. It feels different. What did? And just that like, I live for that moment of confusion where they're just like, what the hell is going on? Like, I don't just constantly make them to where they're at the same time hypersensitive to their environment, but yet identically they get used to little things switching so that they start accepting bigger and bigger things until I do something really big. So anyway, I like to play with them, and it's a good time, and that's all what's going on there. But I think I'm going to leave it here. I appreciate all of you guys for coming out. You are all glorious people. Let's go ahead and stop telling the YouTubes that we're live. Go ahead and mark that as no longer there. And yeah, if you are from YouTube or interested, I do stream 4 times a week. So, and I love to have you. I have a set schedule. We do all the things. We have a pretty good time. And it's you know, streaming is what I really love to do, and I'm trying more and more to get back into YouTube and to create the videos, but streaming is like, you know, if everything else fails, then I at least try and stream. So love it if I see your guys' faces come out and visit. I do a variety of different games and things, so that's I stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and on Sundays. So, you know, come check us out. Or as I mentioned, we also have a Discord with a very active community as well. And then, you know, make sure that you are following Captain Sparklez, Sunday, and Mr. Craner for all the rest of the TrollCraft series. But as it is, I am sorry that you just got here, iCrucial Anime, but it is time to go. So thank you guys again for coming out, and you know, I hope that I see you all again very soon. Until then, au revoir, my friends. See you later.